I'm Nathan Tanner from Taun-Tech, based in Taunton, Somerset. We are a comms company where we do CCTV, Wi-Fi, security alarms, Starlink, access control. We do anything from domestic all the way up to residential, commercial, industrial. Because we were electricians originally, we had loads of work in our area, but the comms is a bit more specialist, so we needed to spread our wings throughout the southwest, which is where we needed Jack's help to market other areas other than our hometown. So before we were in partnership with Scale Your Trade, I did find a company, or actually a company approached me about doing our online marketing for us. At that time, we didn't even have a website because we were new. They basically built us a landing page, charged us a monthly fee. Quality of the leads were poor, really poor quality, really low value. Then the results started dropping off and dropping off, and they got worse and worse and worse to the point where I was having to constantly ring them every month. They would take our budget, allocate whatever they felt that they needed to keep me happy at the time. And I was just every month I would have to ring them, complain. I'd get good results for a week, drop off, drop off, drop off. I'd ring them again, and it was just constant. And every time I rung them, it was just a promise here, promise there. In the end, I got fed up with it and also realized that the landing page was never going to attract the right client that we wanted. It was just attracting small, cheap jobs, and even I'm struggling to even get them over the line. We've tried a lot of different marketing strategies, not just website. And we find that we're always chasing them for results. We're always chasing them for answers. How's this going? How's that going? Have you done this? Have you done that? We haven't had any results from this. Can you push that? And every time you chase somebody, you seem to get some action. Scale Your Trade is the other way around, constantly chasing us, giving us advice. We're not nagging them. We're not hassling them. They're actually nagging us. We've definitely seen an increase in leads, which we wouldn't have had before. So it's just helped massively with improving the quality of our leads. And also the average order value. So, when we were with this other company, we were struggling to get between 500 and £1,000 job value. We were struggling to get them over the line. Whereas now the clients that we're attracting, the average order value, 5 grand up to 10 grand, so much better for us. That's exactly what we were looking for, what we were trying to attract. And I think that's all down to Scale Your Trade, basically building a decent website, a decent ad campaign, just attracting the right customers, really. We don't have time to be building out the ads. We don't have time to be looking at the website. We don't have time for the case studies. We don't have time for the social media posts. We don't have time for any of it. And everybody says they're going to do it and they put it on the list and it just never seems to get done. Whereas, if you outsource it, pay somebody, it just gets done. We're not chasing them. They're chasing us, which is great because, again, we're busy and it gets put to the bottom of the pile. But if somebody's chasing you constantly and they're doing it for you, then yeah, that's how you get results. That's one of the main reasons that we use Scale Your Trade. So in the last 12 months, I look at our dashboard that we've got from Scale Your Trade. We spent about 30 grand. That includes our Google ad spend. I think we do about 6 grand a year. Obviously, that's as little or as much as you want to see the results that you need for your business. About 450 leads and total sales on that. I think it's about 130 grand's worth of sales. But this 12 months includes when we first started out. So everything's been tweaked. So the cost per click, cost per lead, cost per acquisition, everything's improved over that time. So yeah, I'm happy with those figures. But next year, I'd like to see it even better, and I think it will be because we've tweaked so much in the last few months. Yeah. So when we partnered up with Scale Your Trade, we were advised that we wouldn't expect to see huge results instantly. Stuff takes time. You got to build the site. You got to get the site ranking. Paid ad side of it were in front of people's eyes straight away. First couple of days, we were definitely started receiving some inquiries from Scale Your Trade. Closed them the week after, and it might have been installing new alarms or cameras again another week or two after that. So yeah, within the first month, we definitely saw a return. And then for me, the most important thing was the more tweaks we did, and it was actually Scale Your Trade's idea to change our website up to make it look like we were a bit bigger, we could cope with bigger jobs and attract the bigger clients. After a few tweaks on there and a few months in, definitely can see the bigger jobs coming in. Return on investment, as in getting something back in the pot within a couple of weeks. Something was back in the pot, which was great. Originally, we had one comms engineer who was doing a mix of electrical work and comms work as well. To begin with, probably a couple of days a week on the comms. But by using Scale Your Trade, generating all these extra leads, we've managed to get that engineer full time on the comms, which was the goal, which is great. That means that we're probably been in a position to maybe up the ad spend next year, generate some more leads, maybe cover a slightly bigger area. And then the plan then would be to get another engineer. So we'll have two full-time comms engineers then. Good thing with Scary of Trade, that the reports that you get through are really good. You can see everything, where it's come from, how much you've spent. The dashboard, if you use the lead pipeline and put the job opportunities through that pipeline with values as well, Scary of Trade can track all of that. We can see it, they can see it. It just makes the whole process easier, especially when you're considering your marketing budgets and your return of investments. You need the information. The more information we get, better it is for us as a business. And also, the more information Scary Trade gets, better it is for them. They can tweak what they need to tweak. And if you want to push budgets, if you want to spend even more in a certain area, you've got data there that helps you make that decision. It's not a guess. You're not just literally throwing money at something and then, oh, did that work? Didn't that work? Can you remember what results we had last month off that and how much we spent? I can't remember. You need that data. It's really important to have that data to make decisions, especially if you're going to pump more money into something. Firm believer in putting money in the right place. You've got to spend money to see a return. Everybody knows that, but it's just spending in the right place, really. When I heard about Scary Trade, it was actually through another electrical company local to us. I was an electrical company at the time, so I was keeping an eye on Google. I didn't really have a good online presence, but I was looking on Google and I was thinking, who's this guy? He's literally come out of nowhere and he's first page of everything, top of everything. No matter what you search, he kept coming up. And I thought, what's going on here? I've been going sort of 10 years at the time. He'd literally come out of nowhere, young lad. And I've become friends with him. And I was chatting to him and he told me about Scary Trade and how they did it for him. They generated him a lot of leads, basically started his business from nothing. And then he recommended Scary Trade. I looked into it, looked at the figures. I had never really spent anything. It was a bit alien to me. Big investment, but I've been to a couple of business seminars and meetings. We've had business coaching and mentoring along the way, and if nothing changes, things will stay the same. You can't expect to turn up every day doing the same thing and expect a different result. Things have to change, and it is a big investment. But the figures are there. There is a return on that investment. I would definitely recommend Scary Trade. We've had a great experience with them. We've got results. The fees are transparent. Everything's there in front of you. No hiding, no excuses. It's a complete package. In my head, I was thinking originally, we need to pay this person to do our social media, Google Ads, pay this website designer to give us a website, pay all these different people for all these different things. With Scary Trade, it is all in one place.